broken anarchy. The broken anarchy. The broken anarchy. The broken anarchy.
Dream, what is poppin'? It's your boy Zomb Slays. Welcome to Music Mondays, episode fucking 50. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all chilling. We're gonna have a nice chill episode. Slow start to the year, just relaxing start to the year. We're chilling. We're gonna talk about 2022. We're gonna talk about New Year's. Talk about a lot of shit. But welcome. I hope you're well. Yeah, like I said, we're just gonna chill. Today's a pretty big milestone, so I figured we'll just have a relaxing stream for sure. 50 fucking episodes, man. It's kind of crazy to think that I was doing the show this time last year, or at least starting it, or thinking about starting it. And, just to see where it's come is pretty crazy. Really fucking crazy, actually. So, it's now 2022. I hope you all had a good New Year's Eve. I hope you all had a good New Year's. I hope you all had a good chill weekend. Trying to start this new year off right, man. So I had a chill weekend. It was chill. I didn't do much. But I'm definitely excited for the new year. I'm excited for the new year. I'm excited for pretty much everything that's going down, man. I got a lot of business plans to take care of in the Twitch speedrunning realm of things. I got a lot of stuff to take care of for Music Mondays, and just really make sure that this year is a year of growth, to be honest. That's what's really most important to me. I need to make sure that Music Mondays grows and I grow, and this year is a year where a lot of the hard work starts to come together. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm just excited for it, man. So, what's new? What's going on for Music Mondays? Well, new logo, new theme is coming this month. I have a whole bunch of I have a whole bunch of scheduled events for this month. Basically, I'm doing it by quarters throughout the year. So quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3. And basically January, a little bit of February, we'll focus on just not a huge rebrand, but just to make Music Mondays look fresh. Just a little freshen up, you know what I mean? And then the Music Mondays YouTube channel will also be live more later towards the first quarter, for sure, probably around February. Or I might make sure it's live by next week, so that way at least episode 51 onwards can be on the channel. But I'm not sure yet. As you guys know, I'm still pretty up in the air about the YouTube channel. Just because Music Mondays does well where it's at, but the new Music Mondays YouTube channel can open up an avenue for a whole bunch of other things. Music video hosting, song hostings, different types of content, stuff that I can't put on my main channel. That's mostly Music Mondays related and not so much Zomb Slays related. So there's a lot that goes into that rather than just like, oh, just make the YouTube channel. Because if it was that simple, I would, for sure. But yeah, I'm glad I did the podcast tonight. I woke up kind of late and I was like, dude, fuck, is it even worth it? But I can't start 2022 off on a like backwards note. I really have to get a bunch of shit in order and just make sure everything else is set, and then I can really put my energy towards other things, you know? So I'm really focusing on like making sure not so much priorities are straight, because there are like priorities. I just need to, I guess, put them in order, which I guess would be prioritizing, but that's basically what I'm working on, for sure. And I'm thirsty as shit. I'm not one of those people that drinks a ton of water when they wake up, because I'm always drinking a ton of water, so I can't really tell. But welcome, man. Welcome to episode 50. It feels good. Feels fucking good to just be chilling. 50 episodes is a big accomplishment, to be fair, because people can't, you know, stay committed to much, and it's not common for a lot of people to stick with shit that long. Like in 2021, I literally missed like 3 Mondays. Like that's it. Only 3 Mondays, and I think 2 of them were like more towards the end of the year. So like I went the majority of the year without like missing shit, and it's a good feeling, for sure. It's a good feeling. We do have some submissions tonight, for sure. But that won't be the main focus. We're just gonna chill. We'll get to those in a bit. I just had a few more things to talk about, and then we can get into those. But the Music Mondays website also is fully updated. I did that as well, so if you go browsing on the website, more specifically in the podcast section, you'll find all the latest episodes of the podcast, and plus all the latest updated contact information, and pretty much where you can send us everything. But either way, just gonna take it one step at a time, but I'm gonna make sure that you guys have a piece of content every day this week, and every day every week. Basically, Music Mondays is going to thrive on making content more than most people do, because I'm a grinder anyways, and I make a shitload of content as Zomb Slays, so it's not very hard for me to replicate that over to Music Mondays. So Music Mondays is just looking to give you the most content, and just really do it the right way. Like, it's really easy to fuck up when you're trying to do something organic and you're trying to separate yourself from the rest of the people, and as long as you don't think too much about it, you're good. And I really don't, because like I know where I've been and what I've done with other brands in the underground music scene and just underground music in general. So I don't really focus too much on what the scene is like currently, because a lot of it is very like pay to play, kind of like, you know, engagements for like themselves kind of deal. Like, it's not really for the community. And there's not many people interested in finding really small, talented artists. And Music Mondays is a specialty in that. And Music Mondays also has branched out to other forms of art, not just music. You're talking about NFTs, you're talking about artwork, you're talking about fashion, digital creations, music videos. So that's one thing that we really strive in, is putting out content for the masses and not just, you know, one specific corner of underground art, you know? So that's what we really strive in, and 2022 will show that. We just got a whole lot in store, and I'm really excited for this month, man. I'm really excited to kickstart this shit with you guys. It'll be really dope. Really dope. For real. Very excited. Lots of plans for duo podcasts as well. Tonight's gonna be the night where I make sure everybody's schedule is on point, and that's another thing that's gonna be coming. So for sure, be on the lookout for those, because I'm sure those won't be on Mondays. But you'll know before anybody else knows via Twitter and socials. So make sure you follow us on all socials at All Music Mondays. For sure, make sure you follow us. But we can get right into submissions. That's pretty much all I had for the intro. I just wanted to make sure you guys had a good New Year's, make sure you guys were Gucci, update you guys a little on Music Mondays plans, and just what's going on with myself too, you know? So it's really grinding. I got a lot of business deals, I got a lot of speedrun obligations, I got a lot of community obligations, family obligations. Just really trying to stay busy, you know? But either way, let's hop over to submissions, and we'll go over the tweets. So basically, if you're interested in getting on the podcast, if you're interested in getting played on the podcast, if you're interested in getting your shit heard here, this is where you do it. We currently don't go through email for podcast submissions, because this is just much easier, and it's just more convenient for everybody's end, including people who are submitting, because you can just drop your portfolio or link or anything under the tweet. But if you're looking to send a legit email and you have questions, or you're trying to submit an exclusive for SoundCloud or something like that, feel free to drop it in our email 100%, which can be found on our website as well. But if you're looking to get on the podcast, these are what the tweets look like. Artists and creatives submissions are open for live reviews on Music Mondays, live on 1/3/22, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's today. If you'd like to submit your music, artwork, fashion, or digital creations, drop your links and portfolios below. Yeah, man. So basically, this is what they look like. You're gonna want to look for this podcast logo and drop your shit, you know? And we try to get through everything. If you've submitted before, we'll usually play it unless it's something you've already submitted. We try not to do repeats here. But pretty much everything else is fair game. There aren't a lot of restrictions, and of course it's not pay to play or anything, so yeah, this is the deal, man. So if you're interested in the podcast, make sure you look for these. Make sure you follow us on our socials at All Music Mondays for sure. But let's get right into these. I think we have 1, 2, 3. We got like 4. We got 4. I believe the first we have here is Bloodcat Forever. I don't think we've had a submission from Bloodcat. Cheap Shampoo, Proud Venus. And there's a music video as well. For sure. Alright, so we got a SoundCloud link. That's good. That's very good. Because you guys know how I feel about Spotify only shit. Alternative alt rock, Bloodcat rock, wow. 51 plays, wow. Did not even drop. Ironically. What did I say? Only Google Chat has the link. So you're sharing it with the homies. Funny Cat Files, Cheap Shampoo, Proud Venus. Alright, Bloodcat, first time submitting artist, man. I'm actually really interested in this. I like the branding. I like a lot of this. I'm fucking with it, for sure. So Bloodcat, Cheap Shampoo, Proud Venus. Let's go. There's a vibe. Wow, man. What the fuck? Okay. So it's not too often we get a lot of tracks like these. First off, alternative and just a lot of pop and a lot of this kind of genre is very difficult to make sound good, and this is really, really good. Shout out Bloodcat. This is fucking crazy. So we're gonna break this down by 3 sections. We're gonna talk about the beat. We're gonna talk about the vocals. We're gonna talk about the overall theme. Beat. And as far as the mixing and instrumental goes as well, like A1, absolutely A1. I'm big on this mixing because, like I said, a lot of this stuff is very difficult to make sound good. Definitely not easy to hop into the studio and mix this first try. So shout out Bloodcat for this mix, man, because this is really crisp, really, really solid. Especially for an independent artist, man. Like, this is the kind of shit you want to see. 166 plays. You motherfuckers need to go show this guy some love for sure. If alternative anything is your cup of tea, definitely check out Bloodcat because I can already tell that this is somebody who takes himself very serious. But like I was saying, the beat, the mix, overall A1. I have no gripes with any of it. Absolutely great. Now, let's talk about the vocals. Interesting vocals. I really like the vocals, not because of the mix, but because of Bloodcat's voice. Um, it's a really unique voice that you can get hooked on. I think because I talk a lot about like producer stuff, but I can't really speak so much on vocals because I haven't recorded vocals. I'm not a vocalist. And one thing that grabs my ear is when I notice artists have like such a unique voice to them, and with this alternative kind of sound, you can get sort of similar vibes, but Bloodcat definitely has his own vibe. It's grimy, it's crisp, it's fresh. I fuck with the vocals a lot here, so whoever did the mix on the beat and the vocals really did a number. I like it a lot for sure. 100%. Flows and cadence are great too. Really great structure between the verses and the hooks. Everything's really solid here. Nothing too repetitive at all. It's overall a good jam. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is something that I would listen to on stream, if I was doing the show. Um, yeah, 100% solid. Really solid. So let's talk about the theme. um, the overall theme, cheap shampoo, man. I like the aesthetic. It makes me feel 80s. I like the way it was written. Uh, just it gives you that 80s feeling in a modern generation. Which if you guys know, I'm big on nostalgia and shit. So this is right up my alley. This definitely has like 80s motel vibes for sure, especially with the cheap shampoo lyrics and nah, I fuck with it a lot. I fuck with it a lot. Really well written. I can tell that Bloodcat's a really good writer for sure. Regardless if he had people write it with him or anything like that. This is really well written for sure. So A1 from me, man. Cheap Shampoo is absolutely fire. Bloodcat is an extremely unique artist. I am actually really pleased with this first submission. It's very rare that the first submission of the day is as unique and like just crisp as this. So with that being said, Bloodcat, thank you for the submission, homie. Much love. Everybody show Bloodcat some love. Follow them on SoundCloud, Twitter. Go listen to Cheap Shampoo. Go check out their library, the whole nine. And of course, as you guys know, every artist featured in today's show will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Can I submit something? Shit, go drop it under this tweet right here. But what's good, Rubes? I hope you're well. Looks like we got 3 more. And up next is a track by a really good homie of mine. He's working under a new artist name known as Osiris Kane, formerly known as Sunset, if you guys do or don't know. But he submitted his track FBI, Prod Benji Cold. So it's gonna be weird. I might call them Sunset. Like like every once in a while, I might just slip up and call them Sunset. But they're under Osiris Kane now. So if you're ever looking for their music, Osiris Kane is the way to go. But they submitted their track FBI, Prod Benji Cold, which I actually put in the SoundCloud Sunday brand new playlist, which I didn't mention at the start of the show. So if you haven't, go listen to SoundCloud Sunday, Volume 11. It's out right now on our SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/allmusicmondays. And if you're looking to submit for SoundCloud Sunday as well, submissions open every Wednesday and close every Sunday, and that's when the playlist drops. But besides the point, Osiris Kane, FBI, Prod Benji Cold. Let's get it.
Osiris, no time. Osiris with the Benji gold. Showed it from the desert and she fell in love with snow. We fall in and out of love, that's how it goes. If you know, you know. On the top floor, ain't nobody close. It's a lot of clones. Watching how I'm moving, keep a bankroll. Get on money, FYI. Moving like the federalists, think that boy with FBI. If you really wanna talk, go ahead and speak your mind. Mistake, get on money, so I don't sleep outside. Why they hating on me? I don't even know, like, oh my god. Too much on my time, too much on my grind, yeah. I can't waste no time, can't waste. Get on money, FYI. Moving like the federalists, think that boy with FBI. If you really wanna talk, go ahead and speak your mind. Osiris with the Benji gold. Started from the desert and she fell in love with snow. We fall in and out of love, that's how it goes. If you know, you know. On the top floor, ain't nobody close. It's a lot of clones. Watching how I'm moving, yeah, I keep a bank, keep a wild. Watching how I'm moving, yeah, I keep a bankroll. Moving like the federalists, think that boy with FBI. If you really wanna talk, go ahead and speak your mind. Get on money, FYI. Moving like the federalists, think that boy with FBI. If you really wanna talk, go ahead and speak your mind.
Let's fucking go. Holy shit. So, a couple of thoughts. It's so funny, like, cause I've known Osiris for a while. We've worked pretty closely together. Through other music groups, and we've collabed before, and really, really, really talented producer. Definitely puts in a lot of work. Always see him dropping tracks here and there. Always see him dropping random tracks, and definitely a hardworking producer. And it ties into what I'm about to say because it's so funny. Like every producer that I've ever heard that starts to do vocals, like later on, they do such a good job, bro. Osiris has not been rapping or even doing vocals for that long, as far as I'm aware. You know what I mean? And this sounds so good compared to like a lot of the things that I've heard or we get from people who have been doing this for years. I'm late. No, don't worry, Tyler. You're not late. I was late, so you're good, homie. You're good. Welcome. I hope you're well. That's a big thing with producers that go on to vocals afterwards is they just sound so fire because they're so experienced with the DAW already. They're so experienced with recording already. Like so, really, really proud of Osiris Kane right here. Really proud, really, really proud. So, we'll break this down, of course, by the three themes, or the three categories, I should say. Beat, vocals, and overall theme of the track. First of all, I do want to talk about this cover. This cover's fucking insane. Whoever did this did a really, really good job. Definitely getting Yakuza, New Japan vibes for sure. I fuck with this a lot. So beat, of course, Prod Benji Cold, not Prod Osiris Kane. Regardless, though, really cold plug beat for sure. Regardless of your opinion on plug or any type of like modern trap, if it's done right, it's done right. You know what I mean? And this is an example of it being done right. So solid beat for sure. Shout out Benji Cold. I like the beat choice here, 100%. Now, let's talk about vocals. Vocals like these can throw people off if you're not into this sort of sound, right? You're like, what the fuck is this shit? But at the same time, like, you have people like me where I was really impressed because the amount of like auto tune and mixing and things that you have to do to actually make it sound halfway decent is pretty expansive. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you got to be at least knowledgeable on mixing and doing a lot of things to get a track like this and be mainly a producer prior. So really, really impressive. It always impresses me because I'm a producer myself first, and I've never done vocals. I've recorded vocals. I've helped people like record like their vocals, but not my vocals. No way. Um, so really impressive. Really, really impressive. Um, Structure. It's definitely one of those tracks where you could just bop. I could see this being like a viral TikTok track. I could see people doing like fucking dances and like making memes of this kind of shit. Like I feel like this is one of those tracks where it's really catchy and like you could play this at a party and somebody just starts doing like the backpack kid shit and they start fucking bro, everybody's just vibing like dude, it's one of those like that like shakes your shoulder, you know what I mean? You're just like uh. So I fuck with this vibe a lot. The structure makes it that way. Um, Not so much like a hook verse structure, but a very like blended structure. And I think plug-in beats provide a really great foundation for that. And Osiris took this and ran 100%. Really, really impressive. Really impressive. And overall, like the beat and the vocals mix themselves, like I said, really solid because it's not easy. It's not fucking easy to do that shit whatsoever. So solid, really impressive. Overall theme, just one of those tracks that is written, I'm sure, with not like a super goal in mind. I feel like Osiris was just writing here. And like, you know, I always talk about how not all tracks need to have like a solid like, you know, like direction they're going, you know. Sometimes you just make songs, you start writing, you pick a beat, you just do, you know, lay some vocals down, that's fucking it. Like you just want to get some shit out, and I feel like this is one of those like kind of chill written tracks where Osiris was like, okay, I can make some fire out of this, and I really got to tip that, you know, really, really got to tip that because like as a producer, like for me, music was like an outlet, and sometimes like I don't like have the ability to make tracks just for nothing. And not that this track is nothing, but like this is one of those tracks where like you don't have to look for a deeper meaning. It's just a bop. It's just a bop called FBI, straight up. And I think that's one thing that is really good to have as an artist and especially a vocalist, for sure. So, overall, sort of crime, uh, almost mafia theme. There was a Scarface audio MP3 at the beginning. I forget what scene it was. It's where that guy gets fucking killed and Tony has like his arm broken and shit. But shout out Benji Cole for that sample, by the way. But definitely ties in well with what Osiris did on vocals and lyrics. So fuck with the theme, fuck with the cover heavily. Vocals beat solid, really crisp on my end. I fuck with it a lot. Shout out Osiris Kane, man. Really, really good job. Really impressed. Keep doing your thing, homie. Want to hear more vocals? Want to see more submissions? We got to work on our track. We got to do a bunch of shit. So keep it up. Keep working. Thank you for the submission, homie. Everybody go show Osiris Kane much love. Everybody go play FBI. Follow him on Twitter, Instagram, the whole nine. Look him up. And of course, per usual, every artist featured in today's episode will be featured in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Now, two more left, and two more that are relatively new submitting artists, but I've been supporting them here on the page for a minute. Posted on the Twitter, but it's a hold on. Online voice recorder. What the fuck is this? Wait, hold on. Is it? No, no, that's fine. No, that's fine. Okay, cool. No, that's good. No, you're no. It doesn't even have to be SoundCloud. You're good. We get Spotify tracks all the time. Nope, I got it. You're good. Bada bing, bada boom. Um. So the next three, but the next two that we're gonna talk about, two relatively new artists that I've been supporting, but they've mostly made a lot of SoundCloud Sunday playlists, and this will be some of the first times that they'll be featured on the show. So, Lord Heretic, I believe got featured in this week's SoundCloud Sunday. Definitely a fire alternative artist, definitely more of a heavy sound. Submitted a song called Die Slow. Who? Protesthetic Gloom. And we got the SoundCloud link, so per usual, you guys know how I feel about that. And we already got the crazy synth on deck, so you guys know this is about to be some hard shit for sure. Dropped 2 weeks ago. Look at this waveform, bro. Yeah, yeah. 1K plays, 88 favorites, 9 reposts. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Lord Heretic, Die Slow 2, Protesthetic Gloom. Let's get into it.
Wake up, I die slow. Live fast, I die slow. Food up, I die slow. Take it and die. Breathe in and die slow. Breathe out and die slow. Smoke up and die slow. Take it and die. Wake up, I die slow. Live fast, I die slow. Food up, I die slow. Take it and die. Breathe in and die slow. Breathe out and die slow. Smoke up and die slow. Take it and die. I'ma cut myself before I cut these bands. Dirty fucking money, I got dirty hands. So much fucking money, finna snap my pants. AK-47, finna knock him dead. I'ma hit the Jody, that shit for my mental. Burning down my blood, that shit is sacrificial. 1,000 fucking blades, cutting up my wrist. Bitch, I'm still a demon with this stupid piss. Just put your hands up into the goddamn dance. Young Lord, every day, put the crowd in a trance. You send my shit if you ever get the chance. No more, buddy, buddy, put your dick in your pants. Do I think I'm him? Hell yeah, I am. I covered in green like 36 grams. Who the hell my crew? Bitch, I ain't in a band. Who the hell is you? Bitch, you look like a fan. What? Wake up, I die slow. Live down, I die slow. Hold up, I die slow. Take it, you die. Breathe in, you die slow. Breathe out, you die slow. Smoke up, you die slow. Take it, you die. Wake up, I die slow. Live fast, I die slow. Hold up, I die slow. Take it, you die. Take it, you die slow. Breathe out, you die slow. Smoke up, you die slow. Take it, you die.
Man. I believe this was the track that we put in SoundCloud Sunday. I'm curious now. I want to go double check. I have a few thoughts about that. For sure. Yeah, see, it's in there. Okay, cool. So, let's talk about this for a minute, because look, a lot of this harder stuff can be weird to the ear at first, right? But if you've ever been to or like if you've ever been into, I guess, more the heavier side of music and or like hip hop, this stuff will eventually warm up to you for sure. Um, Especially on like an independent level like this, there aren't a lot of people out here doing this sort of sound. Recently I found an artist by the name of Goth Normie who does a really, really solid sound just like this. Definitely a heavier trap metal, alternative vibes, but like we need this kind of sound because there isn't enough of it. And I'm not saying that it's like the greatest sound of all time or anything like that, but like I've always been a fan of like super like hard 808s, just like songs that are like headbanging, kind of like, this is some shit you listen to like in the gym. You know what I mean? Like this is a gym track for sure. Like, or you go on a run, you're fucking playing video games, whatever the fuck. Like this is one of those tracks where you throw this on and it's fucking go time. Like and that's what I love about them. I love the heavier beats. I love shit like that. And there doesn't really need to be like an overall theme. It's just really, really dark, hard, grimy shit. And I'm not saying like the hip hop space needs that either. I'm just saying that like the alternative independent space needs that. Because this has a lot of hip hop elements in it, and I think they bring more to the table to alternative than we bring to them. So I fuck with it. I fuck with it a lot. Like some of the earliest like Zillakami tracks and just City Morgan General or like early Ghostmane or a lot of like those guys like laid the foundation to be able to make really hard fucking tracks. You know what I mean? Like really fucking hard tracks. Even Bones, like Bones has like his fair share of like really good hard heavy trap metal tracks. Like you could call it trap metal, but it's just a lot of like screaming hard beats. It's just mostly like trap metal. But regardless, let's break it down. 3 categories: uh, beat, vocals, overall theme. Beat, of course, as you guys just heard me ramble on about. Huge fan of these beats. Really, really solid. You can even tell by the waveform here that it's all bass. So really, really fire. And it sounds good too, though. That's the thing. Like it sounds solid. So great beat choice. Shout out Aesthetic Gloom. Did a really, really good job. Now, vocals. I can imagine mixing vocals like this is probably not the easiest job in the world, and I think Lord Heretic and whoever uh does his mixing, I don't know if it is them or not, but did a really good job for sure. Because like I said, it's not easy to mix this kind of shit and actually make it sound solid. Because essentially it's just screaming in a cadence, you know. So overall, definitely very impressive to see somebody of an independent level be able to do this time and time again. You know, every time I find these people who are at least mixing their shit solid, um, I'm always impressed. Always impressed. So vocals, and overall beat and just mix, really solid. Um, Flows and cadence, overall same flow, same cadence. Just like I said, a very hard like headbanging kind of like dark track for sure. Not much to look for here in terms of like bars or flows, but that's not what it was made for. It's definitely made to be hard. Overall theme of the track, die slow. Literally like that's one thing you could say about the heavier side of music is there isn't a lot of like deeper meaning unless they're unless people want there to be a deeper meaning, you know? So, I think the cover complements it a lot as well. Um, Definitely more of the hard, grimy kind of shit for sure. Um, I fuck with it though. Overall, I fuck with it for sure. Like if you've never heard this kind of music or you're just finding Lord Heretic, I think if you're into this kind of shit, you'll be pleasantly surprised. So, with that being said, overall A1 track, definitely belongs in the playlist, definitely belongs in the show. So, shout out Lord Heretic. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much fucking love. Everybody go show Lord Heretic some love. Go play Die Slow. Go listen to his library. Go show him some love, man. And of course, per usual, every artist featured in today's episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Now, only 2 more tracks. Up next, we got the homie, Mikael Jones. Now, he has a track, Community Sinners. Hold on, is this, so it looks like Community Sinners. Do a little research here, boys. Group will show youth from West Coast support time and energy and money into music. One day will show them it doesn't take a village, it takes a community. That's fire. That's sick. That's a whole collective. I fuck with that a lot. Okay, cool. Um, Fusion dance. Community centers. I want to see who else is tagged. Now, see, with collectives, one thing that I found was really, really helpful, is when you are dropping tracks on a collective page, it would be really good to, put the artist names in front of the track title, 100%, just because for the ease of access for like the new listeners, right? So you would just take, whoever's on the track and just basically put them in the title so that way new listeners don't have to go looking for anybody. You know what I mean? Especially if you have a lot of members like this, because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, it's about like 7, 8 members there. So definitely enough people to differentiate. I fuck with this vibe though. You know what I mean? Like there aren't a lot of good collectives anymore. Like the one that I was involved with was so fire. Like I'm so proud of all the work that we fucking did. And we just made bro, not to get off topic, but this is a special thing. That's all I'm gonna say. This is a special thing. And if you know anything about being in a collective that's actually made shit pop in the scene, you know what's up. So shout out Community Sinners, man. I fuck with the vibe a lot. Now, this track here, Fusion Dance, Prod Clance, Mikhail Jones. I believe it's featuring Fury and Scar. So Scar, let's go over to the Community Centers page. Scar should be... Yeah, okay, yeah, see. Like, that's definitely one thing that would be really beneficial for this group for sure. If you guys do end up watching the review. Definitely... Oh yeah, see, because they do have tracks with the homies' names in the title for sure. I fuck with this a lot. So it looks like the most dangerous is like the only one that just overall didn't have artist names in the title, which it isn't that big of a deal. Like to be honest, like it's a good way to not single people out, right? But at the same time, it's just good to know if people want to become supporters of you, for sure. So definitely in the future, that's one thing I'd recommend, 100%. But that's besides the point. Fusion Dance, Community Centers, Prod Clance, Mikhail Jones. Let's get it.
I can eyeball a pack, spin your block and double back, double barrel. He like Ricky when these slugs hit his back. I was deaf on every rat, dig a ditch for a snitch. 777 or the 6, that's how much the gun hold. Let's get it cracking. Really tapped in, I got the back end. Hit the plug line and tell him what I'm trying to spend. I got Ujis for the blues and some 20s for the white. Trying to sell the whole batch. It's gonna be a long night, leave him breathless. Hollows hit his chest, was talking reckless. He beheaded. Decapitate ops and kill him barehanded. It goes scarring fury, something like fusion dancing with Satan, it's amazing. Ways dick riders wanna place me, but complacent. Pussy niggas speak up when you talking, or an outline that chalking your body pieces. Dismember, we gon' feed them to the dogs after starving them for the winter. Feed them to the dogs after starving them for the winter, nigga.
Sheesh. What the fuck?
Fury and Scar on the song is over. Thinking you can do the shit we do, move over. You a kid, nigga? Go play your Red Rover before talking all that gang shit. Get you blown over, mind your business. And Maybe you'll survive because these two niggas ain't about to let it fly. Cause I just killed a nigga and I think I see his homie. I'ma send them both to Satan, so none of them are lonely. Throw them earrings at my dog, told him put them on. Hear our voices fused together, know it's time to move along, bitch.
What the fuck? See, this is another rare one, okay? So you got a fucking 2-minute banger right here. This type of track, where it's like one of these kind of like tag team kind of vibes where there's no real structure, it's just verse and verse. This is fucking fire. I see why it's called Fusion Dance now. This is sick. So, per usual, we're gonna break this down by 3 categories. We're gonna talk about the beat, we're gonna talk about vocals, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme. So, like I said, I fuck with Fury, Mikkel, and of course now Community Sinners, but this is the first time we've actually played any of their tracks on the show, so definitely a pleasure. Oh, and it says it on the fucking cover. So it's like oh, holy shit. Yo, that snuck by me. What the fuck? So this makes so much sense. Wait, pause before I go into that. Okay, I just noticed that on the cover. Holy shit. That's fire. Okay, bet. So that's why. So even better reason to just put him in the title, because I didn't even notice. You know what I mean? Like, I literally didn't even notice. Wow. Scarface and Fury. Let's fucking go. So I'm assuming this is a collab tape between the two. Wow. Okay, that's fire. That's fire. I fuck with that a lot. Now, back to Fusion Dance. So Jones, Clance, you guys fucking snapped on the beat for sure. I'm not sure if you guys sent a pack over or whatever, but the beat choice is really, really solid for sure. Melodies and overall drums give it the dark vibe that I think Fury and Scarface wanted for sure. I really fuck with the vibe, like the vibe of the tag team structure. Like, this is one of those beats that you could easily make like a full song out of, right? But the way that this was structured was really, really solid. So first of all, beat choice is fire, really crisp. Definitely fuck with the dark ethereal kind of. It almost reminds me of early underground, but not really. It's definitely got the new age sauce to it. So overall solid for sure. But let's talk about vocals, man, because these vocals are fucking crazy. So Scarface's verse, I assume, is first, and then Fury's second. Scarface went the fuck off. And he let the beat breathe at the end too. This is one of those tracks where I feel like they wrote it out together, or just like when their verses were done, they would like share each other's verses, and like, this is like, you could just feel the collaboration in this, and this is what happens when you actually try. Because this is fucking fire. This is absolutely fucking fire. But vocals are mixed clean as shit, so whoever did mixing on this with the beat as well is really, really solid. Definitely not a lot of clashing, definitely not a lot of over mixing. Really a pleasure to listen to, honestly. And that's one thing I really look for, is I think mixing is a really slept on part of underground music. So to see so many people taking it serious and like getting their tracks mixed or learning how to mix or anything like that, really, really solid to see, honestly. But like I said, mix is fire, but flows and cadence here, really, really big fan of the tag team verse here. No hook, no chorus, just sort of Scarface wrote absolute fire to this beat, and towards the end of his verse, he let the beat breathe a little bit, and then Fury came in and played his part. And one thing that they did do as well, which I'm a huge fan of, is making their verses completely different from one another, right? So whenever you have a feature on a track, you're doing these sort of like duo kind of collabs. You don't want to sound the same as the other person on the track, right? Like, cause you wanna bring some new like sauce to the track, like cause right here is a perfect example where Scarface's verse ends. There's a little bit of a beat breather, and then Fury comes in with this whole different, unique flow, and he almost starts like telling a story and shit. Like this is the kind of shit you love to see in collabs. So huge, huge fan of that, and overall huge fan of the structure, man. No hook was needed here. I fuck with this a lot, 100%. Overall theme, the most dangerous, man. Oof, community centers. I really think it goes really well with their theme. And a lot of the shit that a lot of people write about, like you can never judge because in underground music and in independent music, like a lot of this shit isn't too like you could tell who's doing this for like cheap views and fame and all that other shit. This is not that. This is not that. This is two extremely talented artists with two extremely talented producers that nobody fucking knows about, and they belong right here on Music Mondays. So, with that being said, shout out Community Centers, shout out Mikhail, Clance, Fury, Scarface. Thank all you guys for the submission. Much love. Can't wait to hear way fucking more from you guys. Go check out the Community Centers SoundCloud. Go follow everybody linked in this song. And of course, everybody linked and featured on today's show will be featured in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Excellent fucking track, man. Excellent fucking track. That was fire. There is not a lot of people out there that can do shit like that, dude. And like, it's got a good modern sound as well. And that's one thing I'm really a big fan of. Really, really big fan of. One more submission, and we got the homie Rubes on deck. He linked some vocals that he has, and we are going to take a listen. Wow, and I actually plan on today's show being rather short, but here we are. Vocaroo, the premier voice recording service. And we got a link by Rubes, and I don't know what I'm expecting here. So let's just get right into it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait a second. Wait. Am I being fucking trolled? That is fire. What? Hold the fucking phone. Okay, so first off, I had no idea. Rubes played fucking guitar, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? Rubes is a homie that I met through the speedrunning community and wanted to submit a last minute track for tonight's show. We didn't have a lot of submissions tonight, so definitely was willing to add one at the end for sure. It's a what? What the fuck is that, bro? This? This is what the difference between a harp and a. Are you serious? Holy shit. Where the fuck, dude? Where did you learn how to play this? I made it. What the fuck? Bro, I am mind blown. What? Let's see what this shit looks like. Okay. What the fuck? I mean, it does kind of sound like a guitar, but that is fucking, like, I've never, ever seen this. Instruments are fucking crazy, bro. Wow. My alternative ass. All I know is guitar. But, wow. Okay, yeah, so, like I was saying, Rubes is the, speedrunning homie, and I had no idea he made music or anything like that. Sent in a last minute track, and is quite the instrumentalist. I had no fucking idea. That was really, really insane. So, not a lot of times we do get instrumentals like that. But at the same time, let's talk about it a little bit for sure. For one, never heard of this instrument. For two, you're fucking really good at playing it. And for three, you gotta record this and start making your own shit, bro. Like 100%. Like this is really, really great. Like I don't know what I was expecting here. I was expecting either like vocals or like I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting a troll for some reason. And it was a troll because I wasn't expecting that. Like, holy shit. Wow. Okay. So, one thing you gotta do is you gotta give this a name unless it's already a cover of a song you're just practicing. But either way, you gotta record this and post it. I really like this. What the fuck? I had no idea you were talented like that. The only thing I can do is play a little bit guitar. Piano, but yeah. That's not that cool. Like, we don't get a lot of instrumentalists on here. Because it's funny because like a lot of instrumentalists like don't fuck with modern music in the underground space. It's weird. Like they like doing their own thing, but the ones that do make absolutely fire tracks. Like the ones that actually play guitar and like, yo, you want me to lay down a fucking loop for you and da 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 da. Like there's a lot of instrumentalists out there that do shit like that. That's just really, really solid for sure. Check DMs on Discord. It's kind of a guitar, sort of. I made it. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Let's pull this up on stream. Look at this shit, chat. The fucking design is crazy, but the fact that you made it and can play it is even crazier. I think that's a first here on Music Mondays. What the fuck? Like, we got some people that can, like, play instruments. It definitely got a lot of instrumentalists, but anybody who's made their own instrument and fucking played it like that? Holy shit. See, one thing I noticed, like, instantly is you were staying on flow. Like, you were staying on beat. It was very, like, you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? And it wasn't very like clustered to listen to at all. Just keep recording and I feel like you could have full on instrumentals if you wanted, like 100%. Like it's not that hard at all. So, what the fuck? With that being said, Rubes, keep it up. That was a real treat and pleasure, and definitely a first here on Music Mondays. And of course, per usual, chat. Every artist featured in today's show will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. Wow. That was fucking crazy. Wow, man. And I was gonna wait till tomorrow to record the show. And here we are. What the fuck? Amazing. That was a real pleasure, dude. That was a real fucking pleasure. Not one submission tonight was like I had to do too much critiquing or anything like that. Just a bunch of talented ass motherfuckers. And Rubes snuck in like the low-key submission, bro. That was great. That was a real fucking pleasure, bro. Son of a bitch. Awesome. Well, per usual, shout out to anybody who submitted, and of course, the YouTube re-upload will be available this Saturday on my channel. Today was episode 50. Episode 51 will be live next week, next Monday. So, if you're looking to submit a track, make sure you follow us on all social medias at All Music Mondays. Wow, that was awesome. So, definitely wanted to do a little bit of a shorter show, but I did want to make sure I got through submissions. I gave you guys some updates, and I gotta get back to work for sure. I have a lot of speedrunning things to do. I'm hosting an event. I have to make sure the 4 quarters for Music Mondays are ready. I have to work on a rebrand. I have to make a flyer, and one other thing that I'm probably forgetting in my notes. So, with that being said, I'll keep you guys posted on brand new Music Mondays content. Slight new rebrand coming this month, along with new channel, and just making everything fresh here on Music Mondays, and collab episodes as well. So be on the lookout for some duo podcasts. I have some guests on for sure. So with that being said, and with that said, that is gonna do it for Music Mondays episode 50. It was a chill episode. More of a updates, get some reviews in kind of episode. So regardless, like I said, shout out to anybody who came through, showed love. Rubes, everybody else, Tyler, thank you guys for chilling, lurking. I'll be live next week for episode 51, so make sure you follow us on all socials if you're trying to get anything played or listened to here on Music Mondays, or even looked at, man. So send in your fucking vlogs and all kinds of shit. You guys know the drill. We accept everything and anything. So if you're a digital artist, NFT creator, instrumentalist, fashion designer, you name it, we'll check it out for sure. So episode 51 live next week. Submissions open tomorrow. Submissions open for SoundCloud Sunday volume 12 Wednesday. And just follow us on all socials for content, man. I'll be live in like 5 minutes after this. I gotta do some speedrun stuff. We're gonna have a little grind stream. Get the week off started, you know, at least decent, you know. But I'll see you guys next week for episode 51. It's been your boy Zomb. Oh shit, Tim is rating with a party of motherfucking 12. Holy shit. Just as I was about to click end stream. So I'm not getting off. This is just the end of the podcast. But Tim, thank you for the fucking raid, homie. Let's fucking go. Thank you for the fucking raid. I hope you had a good stream. I hope Murder House went fucking well. I hope everything's Gucci. Yo, Dig, what's good? Fuck you, don't you dare. No. I just have to end the podcast, and then I'm going live literally right after. I got 3 PBs today. Second place time? What the fuck? Good for you, Tim. Holy shit. Good for you, homie. Good for fucking you. Let's fucking go. Man, you're gonna have a world record really soon, brother. Really fucking soon. You can absolutely do it. Maybe I should take month-long breaks more often. Honestly, like, the more I get into running and, like, the more experience I get with it, I guess, because it's, like, about 8 months for me. Like, I find that breaks really do help like that. And, like, a lot of the veteran runners do recommend breaks like that, you know, because for one, they just don't have the patience anymore, but for two, it's just like it can refresh you for some reason. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I just got him back. Don't you dare. Alright, chat, give me 2 seconds. Nobody move a muscle. I'm just gonna restart the stream. End the podcast VOD. I'll see you guys next week for episode 51. You guys know the drill. Submit your shit, follow us. And the whole nine. Give me like 60 seconds. Nobody move.